the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The legal wasila in the Quran and the Sunnah is the obedience which draws the person nearer to Allah, and seeking means of nearness to Allah by His names and attributes. This is the legal wasila, this is the legal approach, this is the legal way. As to seeking means of nearness to Allah by way of creatures, this is forbidden, and this is a wasila, a way of shirk. And this is what the mushriks took before. As in Yunus, Surah Yunus, which we discussed, its verse as a proof last night, وَيَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ مَا لَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُمْ وَيَقُولُونَ هَؤُلَاءِ شُفَعَاؤُنَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. And they worship besides Allah things that hurt them not, nor profit them. And they say what? These are our intercessors with Allah. And as in Surah Al-Zumar, this is the shirk of the first and the shirk of those latter ones. See, even though they call it wasila, then it is shirk in essence. It is not the wasila which Allah legalized, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because never ever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make shirk as a wasila that leads to Him, as a means that leads to Him. Rather, shirk distant the person away from Allah. You understand this? As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated in Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:72, إِنَّهُ مَنْ يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةِ وَمَأْوَاهُ النَّارُ وَمَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ مِنْ أَنصَارٍ. إِنَّهُ مَنْ يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةِ وَمَأْوَاهُ النَّارُ وَمَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ مِنْ أَنصَارٍ. So how could it be that the shirk is taken as a wasila to Allah? Verily, whoever sets up partners in worship with Allah, then Allah has forbidden paradise for him, and the fire will be his abode. So shirk does not bring the person closer to Allah, it distances him from Allah. So therefore, the point of evidence from this verse, that this verse which the author cited is evidence that these mushriks, from them were those who worship the righteous. Because Allah made that clear. And He made it clear that those whom they worship are in need to Allah. They themselves draw nearer to Allah by obedience. They hasten through the righteous deeds because they are in need to Allah. وَيَرْجُونَ رَحْمَتَهُ, and hope for His mercy. وَيَخَافُونَ عَذَابَهُ, and fear His punishment. So the one who goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this approach of obedience, how could he be fit to be invoked besides Allah or worshipped besides Allah, when he himself is in need of Allah? This is also an intellectual proof against them. Then the author rahimahullah cited, as we mentioned earlier, in Surah Al-Najm 53, 19 and 20, the evidence concerning the worshipping of stones and trees. قال الله تعالى, idols, meaning أفرأيتم اللات والعزى, have you considered Allat and Uzza, ومناة الثالثة الأخرى? Have you then considered Allat, Al-Uzza and Manat, the other one, the other third? Allat, this kind of exclamation is is of the it's a denunciation exclamation, meant to be as a denunciation to them, meaning tell me. This is a scolding at them. Have you then considered? So Allah scolds at them for erecting these idols and these temples for them, resembling the Kaaba. Allat, which Allah mentioned here, is a name of a Sanam idol in At-Ta'if. It was a white rock with designs on it. And there was a house, curtained house, built on it. Around which there was a courtyard. And it was revered by the people of the Ta'if, the tribe of Thaqif and its allies. They used to worship it, and they used to revere, and they were proud of it, resembling the Kaaba. This is Allat, and now, so Allah says, أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ اللَّاتِ, there is another recitation, أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ اللَّاتَ, with the stressing on the ta. And this is a name of a righteous man who used to prepare some kind of food and serve the pilgrims. When he died, they built a house, erected a house on his grave, and then they curtained the house. So they ended up worshipping him besides Allah. Now, Al-Uzza, these were trees. It was, yes, in a valley known as the Valley of Nakhla. And it was enclosed in curtained structures. And the place of this was between Mecca and At-Ta'if. So they erected a curtained structure also around it, and there were servants that they assigned to it. Also the people of Quraysh revered this idol. Inside there were shayateen, devils talking to people. And the ignorant used to think that the one who talks to them is the tree itself, or these trees, or this house upon which they erected, the house they erected. Yet the shayateen were talking to them in order to mislead them away from the path of Allah. And the Quraysh were proud of it. And we know that Abu Sufyan, when he was still amongst the pagans, when he was a pagan, in the Battle of Uhud, he said to the Muslims, "We have Al-Uzza, but you have no Uzza."